Hi, I'm Nalini Mahadevan. I'm the principal attorney here at MLO Law LLC. And today I'm talking about quite a hot topic for us, qualified domestic trusts. But what the heck is a qualified domestic trust? So generally, the qualified domestic trust is for married couples, one of whom is not a U.S. citizen. That means they are on a visa, or they're visiting, or don't live here all the time. But in general, they're not a U.S. citizen. So why do we have to do a qualified domestic trust for a non-citizen spouse? So we do that so that we can preserve their marital deduction. Now, as you know, every U.S. citizen, when they're married to another U.S. citizen, if I own, say, whatever I own, house, car, retirement, bank accounts, investment, all the goodies that I own, I can give it to my spouse when I die, and my spouse does not have to pay any estate tax on it. So as you know, currently the estate tax exemption limit is about $12.5 million, thereabouts, for each person. So what, 25 million, 26 million. But that may drop in the next year. And if that's the case, then the exemption goes down to about $5.5 to $6 million per person, per spouse. So that's quite a big difference for high net worth couples. In those cases, and now you know how real estate is really going up, the stock market is doing gangbusters, and we are noticing very middle class people, houses that they bought at 300, 400 have now, with all the enhancements, gone to 2-3 million. Then they have rental properties worth a couple of million. And very soon you know that they have hit the exemption limit. So then it becomes very important, especially if the non-U.S. citizen spouse is about to inherit all the property. Then what do? They don't get an unlimited marital deduction. So they can't postpone the estate tax on second to die. They have to pay the estate tax probably on first death, especially if that's a U.S. citizen. They may have to do it because they cannot inherit without it, unless it goes through this QDOT, the Qualified Domestic Trust. Unless it goes through the QDOT is a mechanism that allows you to postpone. So that's the obvious mechanism one would want to use in this case. And we often talk to our clients who are immigrants to this country, have not yet become a U.S. citizen. We advocate this as a special provision in their revocable living trust. It will come into being when the spouse passes away, or it may not come into being in case the spouse becomes a U.S. citizen. So if the non-citizen spouse becomes a citizen before the other spouse passes, or before the tax return is to be filed with the IRS, then this problem goes away. This income tax problem goes away. If you want to hear more topics like that, please email us. And I will see you in our next video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.